if I take a look at this image over here of a person, and I were to separate the different parts of the body based on their percent composition in respect to the size, I can say like the head region is 20%, the body region is about 30%, and then this is 50%. I mean, this is just a general estimate in terms of size. But we can talk about different composition. Like, for example, if we were to take a human body and then separate how much element each body contains, well, approximately there is 65% is oxygen, 18% is carbon, 9.5 is hydrogen, and so on and so forth. Or we could separate them by how much water, protein, and mineral, carbohydrate, and fat is included in the body, and there's 62% water, 16% protein, and 1% carbohydrates, 6% mineral, and 16% fat. So we can look at something and divide them up in different composition based on what we're looking for. It could be by, for here we made an example of a body size, and this one is by element, and then the other one is by water, protein, mineral, and fat, and carbohydrates, right? So we can do that same for elements as well. So if I were to take an element like C10H14O, we can try to come up with describing its composition in two different ways. One, it could be by constituent of atoms, so how many of atoms there are, or we can do it by mass, a percentage. In this video, we're going to be focusing on the percentage by mass of the elements. So let's look into C10, H14, and O and determine the percentage of carbon, percentage of hydrogen, percent of oxygen in respect to mass. So here's an example on the right, and we're going to find out the percent composition compound by mass, and here are the steps to follow. Number one, it says count the number of atoms within a compound. So we're going to number them, how many carbons there are. There are 10. Pretty easy. Now we're going to come up with hydrogen. There's 14. And for oxygen, there's just 1. Sounds simple. Number two, it says calculate the mass of each element. So we're going to look at the periodic table and get the mass of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. The periodic table shows carbon here, 12.01, oxygen, which is 16.00, and hydrogen, 1.01. So let's go ahead and write that down. And we're going to put it in parentheses right here. And then we write carbon, which is 12.01. Hydrogen was 1.01. And and oxygen was 16.00. Now, multiply the element number and the mass number together, and then come up with the number on the right. This first one would be 120.1, and then the next one would be 14.14, and then last one is 16.00. And I'm going to go ahead and write this as grams per mole. Of what? Of carbon, of hydrogen, and of oxygen. Then it asks for calculate the total molar mass. So you're going to add all of this up. Okay, so that's my number 3. If I add them all up, I would get 150.24 grams per mole of what? Of C10, H14, and oxygen. Now it asks for to calculate the percentage, and the percentage equation is shown here. Mass percent is equal to the mass of the element, okay, which is from number 2 here, and then the total molar mass, which is the number 3 here. So let's do a mass percent for carbon, for example. So for carbon mass percent, we have the carbon, the 12.01 multiplied by 10, which is 120.1, and then And then you're going to divide that by 150.24. Oh, we forgot multiply by 100 here. And multiply that by 100. So let's go ahead and put this into the calculator. So we have our 120.1 divided by 150.24. And hit enter, and then you're going to multiply it by 100. Please don't put the percentage in the end because some calculators already has a signed percentage. You want to ignore that, just put 100. And that will give you 79.94%. Okay, so you're going to do the same deal for hydrogen and oxygen. So hydrogen mass percent is, we have our 14.14 divided by 150.24. So we have the hydrogen component, which is coming from here, and then 150 is coming from the overall, and then multiply by 100%. So let's calculate that one out. 14.14 divided by 150.24. Enter. And then multiply by 100. And that gives me 9.412. 9.412%. So I'm going to keep on going for oxygen as well. You try for oxygen, okay, and then come back and check this key to get the mass percent for oxygen. Okay, and here's the key. So the top one was for carbon, this was for hydrogen, and this is for oxygen. What this tells me is by mass, there is 79.94% of the carbon is carbon in this molecule. By mass, 9.412 is hydrogen, and by mass is 10.65 oxygen. Now, this is by mass, even though hydrogen has significantly a lot because they're very small in weight. The percentage for hydrogen and oxygen are not too far from each other, just because it's not really dependent on how many hydrogen there are. It's dependent on how much it weighs, right? So this is, so the answer would be this many carbon, this many hydrogen, and this many oxygen. Okay, so we're going to try for calcium hydroxide. I'm going to start you off, and then you're going to just sort of venture off on your own and check the key later. So the very first thing is you want to count the number of atoms. So we have our calcium, and calcium is just 1. What about oxygen, hydrogen? Okay, so we have oxygen and hydrogen, and there you see a subscript 2, and it's in parentheses. What that means is there's 2 of the OHs. So that means there's 2 oxygens and 2 hydrogens. So there are 2 oxygens and 2 hydrogen. Then you're going to assign, look at the periodic table, and then assign each molar mass for each element. Then you're going to go ahead and multiply that out and get individual masses and add them all up to get the total molar mass. So I'm going to set you up like this, and then go ahead and try it and come back and check the key. And here is the key on the right. We have 54.09 calcium, 43.18% of oxygen, and 2.73% of hydrogen. Here's another learning check. Try this and come back and check the key. And here is the key. A little trick I like to show you. If you were to add all of the mass percent over here, it's going to come out very close to 100. It could be 99.999, something like that. But whenever you are unsure or just want to double check if you did your calculation correctly, add all the mass percentage and should come out very close to 100. If it isn't, then you might want to go back and check your work.